Thompson for the goal. Are you kidding me?
Game since last year. Here's Acosta. Got space. Acosta still going. Shoots and wow! Leo Acosta. You can hang a star on that one. Comets lead 5-2.
Mentioned that he forewent Christmas with his family, and what did he do? Practice. Gets past Austin, cuts in, gets past the second defender, the third defender, and then he went across the goalkeeper. Nothing that Paulo could do.
Season for UCFC. Shot blocked by Wilkin. Breakaway. Alava. Tavares. Alves is at the back post. Alves is there. He scores! Short-handed winner. It's the first win of the season for Utica. What a moment for Chio Alves. Back from injury. And Utica wins their first game of the year.
At Roan Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement,
start.
It's the final day of 2025 and a busy day in the MASL. 3 matches across the league, including the East Coast rivalry in Central New York, as Baltimore heads to Utica for the final game of the calendar year. I'm Arnav Fokra. Welcome inside the Adirondack Bank Center. It is Baltimore, it is Utica, and Utica finally getting that first victory of the season. After trailing 6-1 in the third quarter against the Milwaukee Wave on Sunday afternoon, Utica scored 6 unanswered goals, capped off by a Gio Alves shorthanded overtime game-winning goal. That's SHOTGWG for Utica to get that first victory of the season. On the other side, for Baltimore, they've got a star in Jonatas Mello. Baltimore hasn't won a game on the road, but Mello is scoring goals for fun. He had 4 goals in Baltimore's home victory against Milwaukee on Saturday. So a tough task there for the Utica defense as Jonatas Mello stares down this Utica side. Listen, it's an East Coast rivalry between 2 teams that really do not like each other in the MASL. So throw all the records, throw all the statistics out of the window. It is all to play for on New Year's Eve. We'll be right back on MASL TV with kickoff right here in Utica.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment, whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Happy New Year's Eve, MASL fans, as the MASL is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. It's the final day of 2025. Arnav Fokra joined by one half
of the Chrome Dome brothers who are on MASL Monday. Phil Levanko alongside me. Phil, it's a rivalry game, Utica-Baltimore, the East Coast rivalry. We know that these two teams have had some battles in the past couple of years. We know that they don't like each other.
Throw out the record books when these two teams play each other. Baltimore had the dominant hand last year, winning 5 games as opposed to 1 from Utica. But this year, new season, new players, anything can happen on the field.
The last time these two teams met, it was the MASL playoffs of 2024-25. Baltimore took down Utica 6-2. A lot has changed in that time for Utica. A lot of new faces, not necessarily new players, but players stepping up into bigger roles, none of which more important than Junior Panal, who's at center field.
Junior Panal has taken the torch at target, taken the burden of scoring goals with all the changeover at target, and has said, give me the ball, I want the goals, and he has delivered.
Junior Panal is the one to get us underway, the league leader in points per game at 3.7. The next closest is 3.0, so he's got a big task on hand with a tough Baltimore defense in front of him. Kyle Genrich earns a start for UCFC, his second consecutive start in a row, and a player who plays with a lot of energy scored his first goal of the season in that comeback victory against Milwaukee. And we can't go very far into this game without mentioning the Baltimore jerseys. We know that Baltimore Blast are a team that primary colors red and yellow. Right now they're in black because of the snowstorm. They had to get the MASL 2 jerseys of the Utica affiliate, United Elite Kreisnick.
Long trip for Baltimore, snow happens, right? So they're gonna be wearing black today. Be patient with us if we stumble around the jersey numbers.
Here's a face that's familiar for Utica in Julian Rodriguez, was a keeper in Central New York for a couple of seasons, made the move down to Baltimore, and really has flourished since as he'll play it up on the near side, fired in by Kevon Frater. And Utica with the high press.
There they go. Baltimore's going to want the ball. Baltimore's going to look to pass it around, open up space. It's on Utica to take it away from them. Baltimore got in trouble in Tacoma with sloppy passes. Utica's going to try to force those mistakes.
We spoke with head coach Everton Murray. He said expect press, press, press from this UCFC squad today. Shouts for handball on the clearance. It is the intentional restart at the top of the arc for Baltimore, so good opportunity for the visitors to get a scoring chance.
It's important for Utica to clear those. They got in trouble last game around the net. Important to take that, be decisive, and clear it out.
A game in which Utica trailed 6-1 before scoring 6 unanswered goals for an overtime victory, 7-6, the shorthanded overtime game winner.
You going to bring up that I hung up on the game?
Yeah, I was eventually. That Phil Levanko gave up on the game at 6-1.
I deserve it.
Fans here did not give up. As this one laid off to the far side, saved off the line. That's Tyson Santos in the right place at the right time.
It's great instincts to cover the goal line there.
Taken on the near side by Silla. Omar Silla, fresh off a hat trick of assists.
Here comes the press
in the last game. Down to the corner, Welly Bramuse. He shrugged off the ball. And again, we're seeing the press. Juan Alava, normally the anchor on defense, all the way up, meeting his man on the far side. Laid across the box and cleared away by UCFC. Pressure comes all the way up top for Baltimore, and ball ping-pongs around. It's settled back in.
This is what Baltimore wants to do. They want the ball. They want to dictate the pace of play. But it's important for Utica to pressure them and try to force these turnovers. Catch them in transition.
Jonatas Mello goes down low. This is Nico Williams. He fires. It's pushed up by Brian Wilkin. First save of the night goes to the Utica keeper.
And here comes Baltimore again, resetting the play. It's important for Utica to get past the yellow line, not sink in behind it, and give them all types of space.
Chance in front off the rebound. What a save by Wilkin.
What a save.
That's incredible by the netminder to keep it 0-0.
That's just instincts there. No tactics involved in that one. Utica lost the runner, and Wilkin saved them with a fantastic kick save.
It's something that head coach Everton Marrera mentioned Utica has struggled with in these past couple of games is tracking runners, especially on runs into the box, and we see it almost come back to bite the home side in the first 3 minutes of play.
Yeah, Utica's going to want to press out. It looks like early on they're ceding the ball, which is fine as long as they make sure the defensive coverage in the back half is sharp.
So
for Brian Wilkin. A split save to keep this one at 0-0. And, you know, no matter how close this game is, we'll look at that as one of the plays of the game for sure.
Plays of the week. Put it in the highlight reel already.
And this one from distance is blocked away by Ricky Orozco.
So this is where we want to see Utica stay compact here, right? Baltimore has got the ball. Baltimore's passing around, trying to find spaces, right? Utica want to stay packed, and when they get a chance to take it away, spring the other direction.
Another shot from distance, and again, Tyson Santos with the block, his second of the game in the early goings. Here's Ricky Orozco. Ran into trouble on the near side, and he has called for a foul in the process. One of the funniest things, I think, from our pregame talk with Everton Herrera was he called Ricky Orozco a chihuahua with how active and how energetic he is on the press. He says that, you know, usually you rotate with Shalier and Panal up top, and then you work Orozco in there as someone who brings in energy when maybe the other team's a bit tired.
Really only in sports is being called a chihuahua a compliment.
I mean, it's one that Ricky Orozco will take as long as it keeps him.
I mean, if you're out, you're talking to people, you don't want anyone to call you a chihuahua.
On the field, though, different story.
Totally different story.
Long throw from Wilkin.
Wilkin needs to be smarter with those. Let's grab the ball, build up possession. Because now it's back to Baltimore, and they're starting to tilt the field again.
Chad Porch of TST fame scored the $1 million goal in 2024 with La Bombonera.
A great player for Baltimore, a great signing. He's given them just a superstar quality that they haven't had these past couple of years during the roster transition.
It's a transition where Baltimore has taken back the series. The first 2 years, I should say, when I started coming up to these games, it was Utica dominating Baltimore in the season series 4-2, 4-2. And then last year, Baltimore completely flips the script, takes the season series 5-1, and that goes to show you. I mean, a team like the Blast, if they're down for a little bit, they're not going to be down and out for long.
And a great job by Dave Bascombe and the staff in Baltimore sort of flipping the roster, right? It happens in sports, you get old, right? So finding these players, finding young energy legs, it's a different Blast team than we grew up with.
There's a shot and a goal on the swivel. It's Nico Williams. His first appearance of the season leads to a goal, and the Blast lead 1-0.
So a bounce off of the boards. Williams shielded his defender. Quick turn and shot. Wilkins given up the far corner, but it was a great shot. Not much he can do on that one. A great goal from Nico Williams. Blast take a 1-0 lead.
So 1-0 Blast, just 5 minutes in. And Baltimore takes a lead. Utica has struggled in the early goings of games, especially this week.
Where they have them right where they want them.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get the comeback going.
Yeah, maybe a little bit earlier this time.
There's Shalier in the corner, the 6'4" Cuban. Will drop it back to Alava.
So it's important to keep possession here a little bit. They've been defending a lot early on in the first quarter. Hold the ball a little bit, play your half-court set, try to carve up Baltimore a little bit, get a shot on net.
Gio Alves scored the game winner in that matchup against Milwaukee on Sunday. Circled back around to Alava. He's got the captain's armband. No Logan Roberts in the squad right now. Still dealing with a little bit of nagging in the lower body, so they keep him out to keep him healthy. There's some hustle from Utica. Ricky Orozco on cue again.
Good read.
Energy as Wilkin goes. I don't know if that was a shot for goal or just a clearance. Either way, it's in the ceiling.
Adrenaline got the best of 25. Maybe didn't want to put it into the stands like that, but a good read because the break was on for sure.
And they do bring it all the way back to the near side yellow line. I believe it hit one of the cables just before it exited the field of play. It's a superstructure violation. So brought back to the yellow line for Baltimore, who lead 1-0 through Williams. Rolled across to the far side and blocked away by Utica. Tyson Santos and Marshad Amadi active on the defensive front. Ball into the corner. Santos in pursuit of Welly Bermuse.
It's important for Utica to get out. You can see them slinking behind the yellow line. That's not good.
Maldini Goncalves fires off the boards. Goncalves is no stranger to Central New York. Played for the MASL2 team, United Elite Kreisnik FC. That's a jersey he's worn before, actually.
Probably grabbed the same number.
He didn't actually. I will say, he's wearing 99 right now. Last year, He wore number 7 for Kreisnick before he was loaned out to Harrisburg midway through the year and made some significant contributions down with the Heat, enough to earn him a contract with Baltimore. Howard Miller off the board looking for Pinal.
So that's a play Utica wants, off the wall to Pinal.
And Miller, good tenacity to win it back. Tyson Santos attempting the target man. He is being man-marked hard down there, Pinal, by Omar Silla. And there's Pinal in the swivel.
Using strength.
But still a great recovery. Foul called on the return.
And that's okay. Pinal against Silva is the matchup Baltimore wants. So when he sees somebody else, they're going to try to put it in, use his physicality.
All the way back, a rifled shot in. What a save by Rodriguez. Rebound for Shalier. Second chance, still loose. Across. It's saved off the line. Baltimore scrambling on defense to get it away, and it remains 1-0.
That's fantastic emergency defense from Baltimore. Rodriguez makes a couple of great saves. You want your defender to get on the line, and he keeps Utica scoreless.
Maybe some momentum for the home side now as Alava plays it across.
Getting the crowd into it a little bit.
Manny Silva, Kyle Genrick. I think that's the biggest difference from Sunday to today, Phil, is we're seeing the crowd stay in it as Manny Silva wriggles away. Alava from distance will go into the netting, but we're seeing some positivity here as that takes us to our first media timeout. 1-0 Blast after half of the first quarter. We'll be right back on MASL TV. Welcome back to MASL action on MASL TV. Brought to you by Miter, the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. You can learn more at miter.com. It's also presented by Capelli Sport, the official and preferred uniform and apparel provider of the MASL. Visit maslsoccer.com to shop the all-new fan store for the latest MASL and team gear. Rodriguez gets us back underway after the media timeout. As that one rolls out of play, Gio Alves saw it out as it hit the grate. And now he will wait for the restart.
Little dispute on it, whether he touched it or not, but I didn't see it touch his jersey. Good play by Utica, pressing high, forcing the turnover. Now they got the ball back.
Wilkin, not where he wanted that one to go. It could be dangerous as Juan Alava goes flying in to clear it away. Wilkin's a very active goalkeeper. Doesn't mind stepping out of the box, but that's the risk you run sometimes, is you've got to hustle back and be ready for action to come your way.
It's such a weapon on your team if you have a goaltender who's good with their feet. It just can spring the attack so much easier.
And there's a foul called as Gio Alves is thrown to the ground. Called on Joan Pereira, the captain for Baltimore.
A great player for the Blast, been around forever. A Utica killer in his day. So here's that Pinal-Silva matchup again that we've been talking about. That's what Baltimore wants. They want their physical defender on Pinal.
Back down low, and we get to see, I wouldn't say best on best, but it certainly is very good on very good for these two teams in terms of goal scoring and defending either way, as Belliard will take a few touches, find Amati.
It's like Cena, Cody Rhodes, maybe?
Something like that,
yeah,
right?
I can come up with a couple more.
Shalier takes a shove off the boards, and there's the foul called, as Mateus Silva will dribble the ball away.
A little delay of game action.
There's that first delay of game warning on Silva. Just one that you saw the shove and maybe, you step away from it, and Silva instead goes to the ball and dribbles it out. So easy call for the refereeing crew.
It's important to keep your composure as the away team, right? Not give Utica any excuses to score a goal.
Howard Miller made his Utica debut on Sunday, picked up an assist in that game. Before that, the last time he played in the MASL, March of 2024. Out in Empire for the Strikers, as Tyson Santos goes up top to Shalier. Great ball from Santos, who's been excellent. But a chance to break for Baltimore. Pereira.
Good job by Utica getting back.
Tavares picks up the foul right at midfield.
And that's okay. If you're breaking, you can give up the foul in midfield, stop the attack. It's a little bit of the dark arts, but it works.
Tavares ran into a little bit of foul trouble at the end of the Milwaukee game, at 3 fouls in the second half, so they were keeping him on high alert, as there's a break down the side. Shot fired in just wide of Wilkin. Alejandro Chavez using speed on the near side boards.
Bringing energy to the Blast, scored a great goal for them last game. Here comes the possession from Baltimore.
And another foul, this time up top, and again, Tavares called for it.
So it's important for Utica here to maintain their composure as well. Baltimore wants the ball. Utica wants to hit him on the attack. Just don't give them fouls. Don't get silly foul trouble.
Saved by Wilkin, pushed away by Willie Spur. Orozco chases down on the far side boards. Spur gets it right back. Signee from Tacoma as a free agent.
He's been good. He's been real good for Utica. Great signing by Tommy Tanner.
Hit off the inside of the boards, down to Manny Silva, who wriggles free. Silva, Rodriguez on the ground in the right place to keep it 1-0.
It's important for Utica when they attack to be decisive. Right, he got crowded out there a little bit. You want to see either take a shot quick or look for the wall pass.
And again, Baltimore possessing. Utica will press now with Orozco. Down low to Nico Williams, lone goal scorer of the day. Williams works free again. This one a bit tamer of a shot for Wilkin to save.
It's a good play by him. Created some space for himself, shut him up on the right foot, just got a little bit away from him, unlucky on the shot.
May have just tipped up off the blue turf here in Utica. So much talk about stadiums. We know the size difference between the stadium here and the one in Baltimore.
Baltimore fans don't want to hear you say that. You know what I mean? They just want to talk about the gay on the field.
I'll always be of the premonition that, there's two teams playing on the same field, same conditions either way. Pinal works free, and
that's a great play to create his own shot, right? It's good to finish someone else's pass, but can you create your own shot? What a great job by Pinal there.
Again, working free. It'll set up Alves.
Alves was open on that shot, too. He should have called him off.
Amati. Alava. And Alves again.
I meant Alves. It's my first time here. It's fine.
Alves will go to his right, and Kyle Genrick. Keep an eye on Murshad Amati for Utica. He's on the ball now. Last time these two teams played, Amati had 6 shots on goal in that playoff game. He's a player who can create his own space, create his own shot. We saw him score in that Milwaukee game as well.
Got a beautiful left foot, great left-footed shot there. Needs to score more for Utica. Utica needs more options, goal scoring, not just Pinal, who's really taken the mantle for sure, but they need Amati as well.
Sliding in goes Genrick, and it's a break, 3-on-1 the other way. Williams off the boards. And it falls into the path of Pinal, tracked 200 feet all the way back.
And it was a great play by Alava forcing that pass. Knew he was trying to get him off of a bad angle there. Two guys behind him. It was a good job sort of forcing a difficult pass.
2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And it is still Baltimore with that slim lead. Think you can predict the MASL? Head over to nxtbets.com to place your wagers on all the MASL action this season.
If anyone listens to MASL Monday, they know my predictions. Just go the opposite way, really. You'll have a house by the end of it.
Out to Jamie Thomas on the near side. Vermuse will have it blocked by Tavares. Pressure coming from the Cape Verdean.
So you can see Miller forcing his team to get out, right? That's great, but he left Welly open behind, and now we're scramble defense here.
Sliding in was Thomas on the shot. Wilkin thought about that long throw. Instead, will drop it to Belliard. 2 minutes to go in the first 15. Just that one goal by Williams. The difference so far.
I mean, if you're Utica, you want to attack here. You want to get the goal. You got to get the crowd back.
Rolled down by Wilkin off the boards. Rodriguez will clear it away. And again, top of the arc restart for Utica. So chance to set something up. This is where Willie Spur comes in. The experience, the ball playing ability, Spur always on display in these moments.
We're going to try to set up the left-footed shot here. Pinal on the wall to clean up everything on the rebound here. These are important moments for Utica to get a restart goal here.
Tyson Santos stands over it. Amati to his left. Spur in the corner. Santos, Pinal, Amati rips it. It's blocked away by Baltimore right on cue.
Glass had that covered the whole time.
Well, Phil, you read that one like a book. You had Amati setting up that shot, and that's exactly what Utica tried to do.
I am a man of many leather-bound books.
As again, far side look for Amati, and it's cleared away by Rodriguez. We can't talk enough about how much Julian Rodriguez has grown since his time in Utica. Only 3 games played with the city, and then stepped over to Baltimore last season, was in and out of the squad. Dangerous opportunity, and Wilkin sits on the ball with the save.
It's a great save by Wilkin there, saving his side after a careless pass.
Both goalkeepers playing
sharp early. Sharp early for sure. Outside of that one pass from Rodriguez.
As the header goes into the bench, Utica will restart on the far side boards.
So 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Utica got to restart here. It's important for Utica to really take care of the ball here if they want one quality chance before the end of the quarter.
Again, if you tuned in late, Baltimore is not in their traditional red or yellow colors. They're in the black. So they're wearing a bit of the different numbers, a bit of different colors than maybe they're used to.
Long drive up from Baltimore in the snow, it must be said. It's very stressful driving in snow. Sometimes you leave jerseys behind.
Amati will take it on the near side with 15 seconds to go. Off the boards, tame shot. Amati on the follow through is high. Spur off the wall. Rebound falls right back to Spur with 4 seconds. One final chance. Maybe a shot for Amati in it. The buzzer sounds. Rodriguez saved it anyways. And that'll do it for the first quarter. It is 1-0 Blast. Nico Williams alone score. We'll be right back on MASL TV.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment. Whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a
At Rome Health, We bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Welcome back to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. You can also stream games on MASLplus.tv, replay the game on demand. You can clip it, share it, and live it again. You can favorite your team to get instant updates on every game. Well, if you had instant updates on this game, you would have just gotten one with that Nico Williams goal in the first quarter, but there's been a lot of great goalkeeping on display, joined by Phil Ivanko. I'm Arnott Fokrell. Phil, I mean, we're seeing two goalkeepers who have played in Utica a lot. Julian Rodriguez, formerly of Utica City FC. Brian Wilkin returning after a year off of the MASL, and both of them up to speed in that first 15 minutes.
11 shots for Baltimore in that first half, 5 for Utica. Baltimore tilted the field a little bit on their side. Wilkins stood tall. And on the other side for Rodriguez, sometimes it's hard when you're not seeing a lot of action. We see that in hockey too, right? You want to be peppered to get yourself in a groove. Good job by Rodriguez, staying sharp.
So 15 minutes in the first half. Once again, just that one goal from Nico Williams, the difference in this one, as both of these teams looking for continuations of win streaks. Baltimore took care of Milwaukee on Saturday before Utica with that comeback overtime victory on Sunday.
And Baltimore wants to prove that they can win a game on these big fields, right? Their 2 wins this year are at home. Away from home, now they play differently away from home. You can see a lot of possession in their game. They want to prove that they can win on these bigger fields.
Turnover, here's Maldini Goncalves, and Maldini fires it high. Second chance is lifted up and hits the top of the roof here in the Adirondack Bank Center.
Williams very active for Baltimore so far. Another good look. Want to be stronger if you're Utica there. That was an easy. That could have just as easy been a goal.
Player who is in his first game of the season, Nico Williams. As Utica look for Pinal in the corner, yet again he's double teamed and Pereira pokes it away.
That's an adjustment for Baltimore, right? Double teaming Pinal. It was one-on-one in the first quarter. This time they're giving Silva some help.
Pinal had a couple of chances, wriggled free in, but he hasn't had that clear-cut chance on goal just yet. Manny Silva will pick it up on the near boards. Plays Tyson Santos, his pass deflected away. It's getting so hard for me. We're obviously 15 minutes in, and I'm still not used to seeing Baltimore playing in these black and yellow jerseys. Oh, Christ's sake. Of course, Christ's sake have been around since the 23-24 season. I started calling games for them that year, and so, I mean, I'm so used to these black jerseys.
You're doing great. You got to give yourself some grace.
It's a big adjustment to see it's like a scrimmage right now, in my mind, of the MASL2 and the MASL1 teams. Back down to Pinal in the corner. This is right where he loves to operate from.
And that's good for Utica. Get it down to Pinal. They can set up their offense now.
Bit more possession to start the second quarter than the first for the home team. Belliard.
It's important what they do with this possession now, too. Can't just pass it around the outside. An interior pass gone a little awry.
Santos, the idea down to Pinal was cut away. Mateus Silva. Welly Bermuse will spill away from action. He's got some pace on him, and Pinal comes in, swipes at the legs. Bermuse on the turn.
Gotta be more aware there on a restart.
What a save by Wilkin. Got down and to the left.
That was good awareness by Baltimore. Saw the space. Bad line change there from Utica. Good save by Wilkin.
He's come up big a few times now. That split save in the first quarter. And now a one-on-one denial of Bermuse. Here's a breakaway yet again. Jonatas Mello. They've left him alone, and he misses wide to Wilkins' right. Mello's a guy, you just can't leave him alone.
Can't leave him. Well, that's the last guy you want to leave wide open.
4 goals in the Milwaukee game. Here's Ricky Orozco through some traffic. Rodriguez, pressure coming from Utica. Genrick will win it back at midfield.
It was great pressure there. Great checking by Orozco. Chihuahua style, full effect. Maybe a terrier now. We'll upgrade him.
Down to Shalier. Shalier works away. He'll fire and score. Barbaro Shalier ties it at 1. 3 minutes into the second.
It's a great goal by Shalier, creating space for himself. Turned on his favored left foot and put it in the far post. Rodriguez, no chance really on that one. That's a heck of a shot. Low down where he can't reach it. You can see creates a little space here for himself, gets it on that foot, and we've got a tie ball game.
Shalier last game didn't score. That's the first time he hasn't scored this season, and he's right back on the score sheet for Utica. The 6'4" Cuban ties us at 1 inside the Adirondack Bank Center.
But you saw Utica, they put the ball forward, they let their target do their thing. He was able to create his own shot for himself, and just like that, we get the crowd back into it, and we've got a whole new game.
Rodriguez drills a ball out of play. It's the second time that's happened for him. Maybe
a little bit sharper.
A little bit of nerves. He's back here playing a bigger role this year than he was last.
It has been good for Baltimore. He's good with his feet from futsal training. But those passes he'd want to have back for sure. If you were Utica, you'd want to pressure Rodriguez a little bit. Maybe he's doubting himself now on these passes.
Yeah, no doubt about his talent. He won the U.S. Futsal Street title in 2019, was a member of the U.S. Futsal National Team Camp in 2024. So Rodriguez has some accolades to him. It's no surprise that, in my opinion, it's him and Ejimani, the two of the best in the MASL right now in terms of goalkeeping. Just up front, shot stopping, playing with the feet, the distribution. Those two are, I think, a step ahead of everyone else in the league.
Well, we already talked about, too, if you can play with your feet as a keeper, you can launch the attack for your defense so much quicker. It's such a weapon for your team. Here we go.
Turnover, but they're going to say Nico Williams tugged on the jersey of Tavares on the break, so Utica get away with one there.
Are you going to ask me to pick between my favorite keepers, between Rodriguez from my hometown of Bayside, New York, or the guy with the same name as myself? I can't do that. He spells it differently, though. I'm filled with 1 L. Ejimadu is filled with 2 L's. So slight difference there.
I mean, we
Advantage
could
Rodriguez,
say, yeah,
obviously.
right, 1A, 1B, right,
yeah,
in the league right now, and we'll get some Kansas City-Baltimore matches later on in the year as well to
just a couple fills, cutting it up. I know what we're doing here.
As a foul called on Utica to, again, advance Baltimore, and a team that loves to possess. Haven't had that much of it in the second quarter, so a chance for Mello and the offense to settle things.
I don't know if you would want that one back again for sure.
I'm going to say, Porch looked like Utica was sagging off of him a little bit, and that, someone, once again, you've got to keep the pressure on everyone on this Baltimore team, but especially Jonatas. But off it goes back to Rodriguez.
Rodriguez plays it safe that time.
Building back into those long passes as here's a pressure again from Utica. And it's pulled off of Porch by Amati. And Rodriguez, a great little swing at it to hit it off the boards and clear it away.
Sure.
Alava battles for it.
Trajectory, yeah, that was a good little smart play.
Belliard now. He's got a little bit of room. Ball roll from Belliard.
Yeah, Amati was calling for it for like an hour there, but he chose not to take him.
Advantage Baltimore as Welly Bermuse will take it away and then send it all the way back.
have to play on the other side. But the two-way players are so important in this league.
Wilkin off the wall. On the topic of MASL Monday, that's every Monday night on MASL TV, CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavansky and the man to my left, Phil Levanko, are joined each week by special guests to discuss the league's hot topics and recap the weekend's games. MASL Monday on MASL TV.
Hair need not apply.
Yeah, the Chrome Dome brothers, right?
Yeah.
To
Hair's overrated. I mean, if it's going, just let it go.
Jonatas Mello, Omar Silla. Great feed down low to Chavez. Little swivel. Chavez almost had his defender beat, but great recovery by Toy Tavares.
Little unlucky by Chavez there. Set up great for his shot. Ball got away from him a little bit. But a good play. Very active player.
Alava will roll it to Shalier. He's got Utica's lone goal today, most recent goal of the game. He gets free from Silla. Shalier, saved by Rodriguez, rebound.
What a save.
Sprawling out is Rodriguez.
Ooh, that was dangerous. 2 ankles. Everyone, check their ankles.
Big slide challenge by Jamie Thomas. He caught the ball and sent it wide. But first off, what a save by Rodriguez. Sprawled out on the ground. I think that hit his oblique, and he got the stop. But that'll take us to our media timeout. You're watching MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. You're watching MASL Soccer on MASL TV. You can get the latest news on the league and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, MASL Arena on Twitter. You can also subscribe to the MASL TV YouTube channel where you'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. That's MASL TV on YouTube. We're back underway alongside Phil Levanko. I'm Arnav Pokrell. Phil, it's 1-1 now since the media timeout as Shalier scored the equalizer. What have you liked from both teams so far in the opening stages of this game?
I love the way that Baltimore possesses the ball. A lot more confident in their passing as well. And for Utica, they're being disciplined on defense. That's going to be the game. If they can stay disciplined on defense, then they'll have a chance to win this one. I'm still reeling from the question from most Spotify stream song. I can't believe it wasn't K-pop.
We'll get to that in a moment here as away steps Mershad Amadi. He went tumbling down. It's a blue card. And Mateus Silva is up in arms about that, and I might be right there with him. It looked like Amadi may have lost his balance before Silva made contact. I wouldn't mind a challenge flag here for David Vasconi.
I'm a little bit giddy doing an under review live here, but it doesn't look like the flag is coming out from the Utica bench.
And so Baltimore looks like they will accept the blue card. That's number 22, Juan Pereira.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong bench. That's why there's no one throwing a flag, because the wrong bench is going to throw the challenge flag.
David Vasconi is looking
But still, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very surprised about this one. Big chance now for Utica on the power play 0 for 3 at home on the power play, have given up one shorthanded goal. It was that shorthanded game winner for Rion Marquez in the Kansas City opener, but a chance to settle down and have a full 2-minute power play.
These are big opportunities for Utica. You have to capitalize on your power plays, especially against a team of Baltimore's quality.
Amadi Pinal. Tyson Santos, he scored a goal in that game against Milwaukee. It was the equalizer to make it 6-6 right before overtime. Here's Amadi. We know he's got...
But he wants it on his left foot there, not his right foot. He wants those passes on his left.
Tyson Santos goes high into the netting and out of play. Wasn't in a bad spot there, Santos, but...
No, if you're going to do that, you want to make sure you get it on net. You've got the man advantage. Keep working the ball to try to find a better shot. If we had to do it again, I don't know if it was such a great decision there.
One right back by Utica on the Rodriguez throw. Amadi will leave it for Pinal. Quiet day so far at the office for Junior Pinal. Maybe this power play can get something started for the league leader in points per game. Second straight season where through the first month of action, Utica's had the league leader in points per game. Last year it was Kelvin Oliveira. This year, Junior Pinal.
Well, it's different for Pinal now. He's now the main man for Utica. He can't be the second or third option anymore. He's number one, so now how do you play?
Tyson Santos, a little bit of room. Here's Amadi. Great left foot, but also has a powerful right foot as well. He's a two-footed player, comes from the time he spent playing MASL 2. As there's a shot, rebound, loose for Pinal, and gobbled up by Rodriguez.
That's what Utica wanted. They wanted it on Amadi's left foot there, and Pinal in the box.
A couple of times now we've seen Rodriguez struggle with the distribution. That one hits the bottom of the Jumbotron board in the center of the arena, so superstructure violation.
And he hasn't been punished for it yet. Eventually Utica's going to have to take advantage of these opportunities.
Pinal.
Working the ball around, trying to find the gaps. Staying disciplined, Baltimore.
Far side with Spur. Tyson Santos. Utica team without Gordy Gerson, without Nilton De Andrade, and no Logan Roberts as well. Tyson Santos down low. And Santos gets it right back. Amadi fakes the left foot. Will go back to the left foot. Down low on the boards. Rebound cleared away by Baltimore. That'll do it for the power play. Juan Pereira back on.
Wilkin, yeah. Pereira was coming out of the net. Wilkin was taking a couple, 2 touches.
Utica now 0 for 4 on the power play this season. That is the worst record in the league. Every other team has at least 1 goal.
I can't remember a good Utica season on the power play, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but I can't remember a really sort of lethal one.
And even when there was, you'd had those MASL teams like San Diego who were, you know, at stretches last year, 500 on the power play, if not better.
Yep, money. Yeah.
As Alava resets, a bit more possession for Utica. Backheel flick for Alava right to Chad Porch.
That was careless. You can't turn the ball over.
And Chad Porch with the speed. They have been held on to by Toy Tavares. Manny Silva wins it back.
I thought there'd be a foul coming there as well. Refs let them play.
This will only heighten in intensity, especially if the scoreline stays as close as it is. Well, it can't be closer than it is right now with a tie game at 1-1, but these two teams have been known to jaw at each other back and forth here and there.
Cagey affairs between these two teams at the Adirondack Bank Center. They save all their goals for the TU Arena for sure, but in here they're always cagey affairs.
Turnover in front, and it's cleared away by Jonatas Mello. Sent down to Pereira. Defended by Santos and reset by Mello. Omar Silla turns it over. Shalier's there for Utica, but can't control it.
But that's still great pressing by Utica, not letting them into the zone. You can see the full press here by the boys in blue.
Baltimore finally breaks into the attacking half and then immediately turned back over. Howard Miller, the last touch, out of play.
But when they turn the ball over like that, Utica's got to pick it up right away. I understand it's a change of direction, but those are the opportunities you're waiting for, and you've got to pounce immediately.
Maybe just a bit more anticipation from the home side.
Yeah, they're tough. They're tough, right?
As there's a breakaway for Chad Porch. Good pass by Chavez, who gets it back. He'll walk the yellow line and reset. Silla down to Williams. Off the boards, back to Silla at midfield. We're seeing this Baltimore team maybe not as direct in this quarter in terms of attacking the Utica press as Tyson Santos wins it back.
Well, they believe their possession can break the press, right? Which is why they're knocking around, finding the open man. And it's up to Utica to get the ball. It's very tiring, the press like this.
Maldini Goncalves resets for Baltimore. Jamie Thomas.
Went to St. John's, another Queens reference for you.
Longtime MASL player, Jamie Thomas. Been in the league since 2016 for Baltimore. Here is Thomas again. He'll play Pereira.
Baltimore's going to be patient. They're going to wait for their opportunity. They're the away team, right? It's up to Utica as the home team to dictate and sort of take the game to the blast.
Wilkin will hang on and allow Utica to change. Alava, Alves. Manny Silva drops into midfield as they look for Pinal up top. This will go back to Rodriguez. He can't grab it. It was, at least in my eyes, an intentional pass back, so Rodriguez will hang on to it. And again, not the greatest pass from Rodriguez. Alves picks it off.
Utica's doing a great job of forcing turnovers from the keeper for sure. Something that Basco might want to correct at halftime.
Diagonal ball intended for Pinal, and now a breakaway, 2-on-2 the other way. Here goes Silva. Chop pass says we're in the final minute of the first half. Left for Thomas, saved by Wilkin.
Thomas wiggled free from his defender, Wilkin saving his team once again.
And again, Utica, who thrives in transition offensively, struggling in transition defensively. An open late runner in Thomas. Really great offensive set there from Baltimore, showing that, you know, obviously important to possess the ball for Baltimore on the road, bigger field of play than they're used to, but the quick plays have been working for Baltimore. A couple of times we've seen those late runners come in.
Yeah, I didn't see who lost their runner, but that's not something Utica wants. A free runner in, Wilkin saving the day once again.
Alava worked free, but Silla puts it right back in. Chad Porch as Manny Silva.
That is a dangerous tackle. That is a dangerous tackle there.
Silva wants the flag to come out from the Utica bench, but Everton Marrera says no.
Well, what would you be challenging? I didn't see a blue come out, did you?
No blue card. No purpose in challenging that. You just got to defend the free kick here.
I think he's
Silva.
lucky he didn't get a blue card.
13.2 seconds left.
Remain focused, Utica. You can't give up one here.
Chance on the rebound. It's scored by Baltimore with 9.3 seconds left in the first half. It's 2-1 Blast.
And what did we talk about? You gotta man mark. You can't ball watch there. It was wide open. It was wide open.
It's Jonatas Mello scoring for Baltimore. 10 seconds left in the first half. There are shouts saying that the clock didn't start at some point in the half. Maybe something that they want to take a look at.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Either way, though, Utica can't leave a player like that wide open when the ball is pinging around so dangerously. There's only 3 seconds left to go, right? I mean, now the Blast have a lead going into the halftime, right? Otherwise, it was 1-1. You had a good half. You're back, you know, and you can say, guys, we've got this one. Now you're trailing.
And that'll do it for the first half. 2-1 for the Baltimore Blast. Goal scored in the final 10 seconds by Mello to put Baltimore up 2-1. That'll do it for the first half. We'll catch you after halftime right here on MASL TV. I'll stand corrected because we've got Regan down low with Everton Marrera. We'll send it down there now.
Super strong defensively. What do you think about their performance so far?
No, we came strong. They came strong. The game's been good offensively, defensively for both teams. We got to make sure that we hold the ball possession a little bit longer. We have to work on that. I mean, we've been working on that. We've been too close to our goal. We have to make sure that we stretch the field a little bit more, and we have capitalized opportunities that we have. Defensively, that we are doing well. We can tighten it up a little bit more, but, you know, like for this past 4 games, you know, including this one today, finishing the half with giving up only 2 goals is good for us because I know we've been scoring goals, so I'm not worried about that. I know we're going to score more.
And what are you going to say to the team in the locker room to keep the momentum going?
You know, again, it's just throw some different things for them to execute on the field in terms of how to keep the ball possession close to our midfielder and also close to their yellow line, you know, to our attacking yellow line. Once we make those adjustments, I think the team's going to do much better.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
That's Reagan talking to Everton Marrera. We'll step away for halftime. MASL Soccer
fast,
on MASL TV.
Strong, agile, dependable.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment, whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a time.
Utica.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Dave's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babes.
Welcome in. It's halftime between Utica and Baltimore. Arnaud Pokral, joined by Junior Penal. Junior, I'm going to talk about, first off, your form this season. You're coming into today averaging over 3.5 points per game. I mean, what's been working for you offensively that's led to this spark?
Just playing as a team. Like, I'm trying to do most, like, everything I can do to help my team out. I know we haven't really got the results we wanted, but we got one last game. Came back, huge win. That was a huge win for us. At halftime, I just told the guys that we just got to do better, more intensity. We just had to listen to coach, his adjustments, and it worked out.
And one thing that Coach Everton Marrera has talked about is he wants his forwards to defend, and he thinks you exemplify that really well. Is that something new for you? Obviously, always attacking. Now you've got to sit back and defend in this indoor game.
Yeah, I'm not used to really defending a lot. I'm not really a defensive player, as you guys can see, but I try my best, just give it my all, slide, I go try to win balls. I hustle. I try to hustle as much as I can.
And one thing that a lot of people have noticed in the MASL, you don't really celebrate the goals. Obviously, last game chasing a bit, maybe you're all business. Is there a goal celebration in mind that you're thinking of? Maybe you score a big goal. What's the celebration you're going to whip out?
I don't know. I'm not really of a celebration person. I just like scoring goals and winning. That's what I like doing.
Hey, keep it all business for you. I mean, let's talk about the signing, because it was kind of an under the radar, a couple of weeks before the season started. You come to Utica, they announce your signing. I mean, what did you know about the MASL before stepping into it? I know maybe a little bit of futsal in your background as well.
Yeah, well, I didn't really know much. I was just playing indoor back home, and thank God I got this opportunity, and I took advantage. I honestly didn't know about the league that much, so.
And now that you've learned about it, what's been your favorite part?
It's very fun to play. I used to play outdoor. I'm an outdoor player, but this is way more fun for me to play. It helps me with my body. That benefits me, and it's just really fun.
And last year, you were a rookie. You got to learn with some of the legends in the game. Obviously, Gordy's still on the team. We had Vinny Dantas, a player like Kelvin. What were you able to learn from some of those veterans? What have they passed down to you that you're now playing with?
Oh yeah, playing with Vinny Dantas, he actually helped me out a lot. Because I coming into the league, I didn't know anything. Like, I was lost, and Vinny was the one that was helping me. Like, oh, you got to do this, that, and I listen. That's the thing. I never think I'm good enough. I always listen to like what coach and like other players have to say about me, and I mean it helps me. Like I'm saying, like Vinny Dantas was like a really big help. His tips. He messages me here and there. Like he's a good person, a good role model, and he's helping me out a lot.
And final one for you: is there any one moment from your rookie year that stands out that you'll remember for the rest of your life?
I think it was the Milwaukee year, where I think that was probably one of my better goals in the season, where I took it from half field and put it in the back of the net, which for me it was like a really good goal, because I don't know, some goals are like just tap-ins, but those are goals too, but this one was just different.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Junior. We'll be right back after the break on MASL TV.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment. Whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event, enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a time.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save!
And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Shoot! He scores!
Alex Bastivansky here in our MASL studio. What's going on, everyone? Hope you had an absolutely incredible week. There's a lot that's gone down over the past few days. Let's take a look at that, plus at what's coming up in the league this week.
Into the post. Flores turning, shot, save, rebound, follow! He scores! And Milwaukee wins it 7-6!
Not a bad home opener for the Milwaukee Wave last week. They were taking on old school rivals Baltimore, and they gave their fans something to cheer about, but they made them wait for it. The Blast was up by 2 heading into the final quarter, but they couldn't shut the door. Mario Alvarez tied it up with just 32 ticks left on the clock, and of course Sanchez won it in overtime. St. Louis is proving to be one of the best stories in the league this season. They marched into Empire and managed to hold off the Strikers 5-4, and in the process picked up their first ever win against Empire. The Strikers tried to get back on track against Tacoma the next day, but they fell victim to the best story in the MASL so far, Tacoma. The Stars improved to 3-0 on the campaign, picking up the tight 3-2 victory. St. Louis tried to keep its hot streak going at home against KC, but their Missouri rivals continued to be their Achilles heel. It was close, but no cigar for the boys from the Gateway City, as they tied it up late in the fourth. The Comets took this one in a shootout, 3-2. They're now 3-0 on the campaign against their three-state rivals. Who was hot last week? Well, the man they call Super Mario was once again Mario Alvarez, instrumental.
And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com.
Overtime, and the man they call the Brazilian Rob Lowe, Paulo Nascimento.
We are the best spine care facility in the region. We are providing world-class care for our patients. We are Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery. Suffering from neck pain, back pain, frustrated because you can't get any relief? Let Dr. Q and his staff provide you with the care and compassion that you need. With the latest and greatest technology, Dr. Q and his staff will help get your health and your life back to what you deserve. Dr. Q cares about you. Call us today.
New Year's Eve, 3 big Arena. Your scoring leaders, Zach
Downtown
Ray
Utica shines bright again this New Year's Eve.
Teammate Dom Francis in second.
Bank of Utica and the City of Utica ring in 2026 with a downtown celebration featuring free entertainment. Enjoy live music and special performances, food and beverage specials, and a dazzling midnight fireworks display.
Alex Sanchez
Bank of Utica New Year's Eve is presented by the City of Utica and its public safety department.
Getting the
Go to bankofutica.com for the full event schedule
Let's
and
start
parking
with Sanchez,
details.
absolutely instrumental in that comeback
Warm
win
up at Stewart
over
Shops.
the
From
Baltimore
hot
Blast.
coffee to
4 goals in
soup,
the
hot
contest,
entrees, and
including
cheeseburgers.
the game
Stewart
winner,
Shops
of
is a
course,
great
in
place for a quick bite
overtime,
that
and
will
Robert
warm you
Palmer
up
getting
and
it done
satisfy your cravings
defensively
this
as
time
well
of
as
year. You'll find
offensively.
more choices than
In
most
2
fast
games,
food
he had 4
restaurants,
points,
like the
and
delicious
just as importantly,
meatballs,
he
the
had
crispy chicken
4
sandwich,
blocks
chicken tenders,
for
and the endless
the
combinations of make your own hot
Strikers and
dogs
Philip
with
Ejimado,
free meat
massive
sauce. You're in and back on the road in no
saves
time
in that
with a
shootout
hearty
win
meal that will keep
over
you
the
going
Saints.
all day.
Lewis
Warm up at
ambush.
Stewart
Okay, it is
Shops
time
with
now
great
for
easy
your
food.
plays of the week.
Here at Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery, Dr. Q and his staff provide world-class care for our patients every day. With the latest in radiation-free robotic technology, a state-of-the-art MRI, and over 10,000 spine surgeries performed, Dr. Q will provide you with the attention, the care, the right diagnosis, and the treatment to get you back where you belong. Dr. Q cares about you. Call us today.
He beats Beretta near post. Where has that been all night for the Strikers? It's 3-2.
Isak is pressuring Carvalho. The pass into Williamson. He fires it and he scores.
Alex ahead for Mario. Walking in. Shot it a goal!
Correa's got John to his left. John in behind. John!
Be salivating 1v1.
Torrealba, right foot, right into Ejimado, and that is the ball game.
For the wave, and here he goes down the sideline.
Into the post.
Flores turning, shot, save, rebound, follow! He scores! And Milwaukee wins it 7-6!
And that is going to wrap things up for this week. But just a reminder, all throughout the season, to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the MASL, be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment, whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a time.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Well, welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center during halftime. We got a little bit of news. Phil Levanko alongside of me, Arnav Pokrel. Phil, we heard that at the end of the first half, there was a bit of a clock issue, and that's what led to a little bit of extra time being added on for Baltimore to score that last goal. Either way, you have 15 minutes to, get over it at this point if you're Utica City.
Not only that, the players on the field don't know about this clock issue, right? They still have to defend. They have to play to the final whistle. All those things that you and I were taught back in Mike time, back in ASO time, right? You play until the whistle. They let Mello go. Of all people, Jonatas Mello, they had space at a dangerous area, and he puts the blast up 2-1.
And for you, Phil, you look at these 20 minutes of halftime. It's a long period to take a look back and make these adjustments. If you're Utica, very solid first half defensively. What are you looking from this team offensively to get some goals in this second half?
I would get the ball still to my targets, right? Penal and Chalice, they've been having joy. When the ball gets deep, they've been creating space from their defender. I would get the ball into the target, and either they can create their own chance or they can lay it off to a runner for a chance for them too. That's where they seem to be finding joy for Utica. And for Baltimore side, if I'm David Bascom, the Baltimore Blast head coach, I'm saying, guys, we could be up 4-1. We could be up 5-1. Wilkin has had a heck of a half for Utica City. Keep doing what we're doing. Tighter on defense. Stay out of the penalty box. Don't let Utica back into the game. Don't flip that momentum in the home side's favor.
It's a busy New Year's Eve day. 3 games happening right now. If you want
Strikers versus Wave in Milwaukee. Also today, Comets and Ambush for the 400th time this season. The two of them are playing each other. But don't go anywhere. Don't go to those games. Stick with us here in Utica.
Your home is MASLsoccer.com. It's also brought to you by Capelli Sport, the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear. We're just about at the end of halftime. It's been a long break, as we heard from a lot of different people up here in the press box. There's a lot of commotion going on with that incident at the end of the first half. We get a chance now to just breathe, relax, and have some indoor soccer.
It's normally quiet when it's just you here, right? You asked me to come into the booth. I come with chaos, with my daughter and Dippin' Dots. There's people screaming everywhere. You're gonna want your solo booth back.
Hey, I'm all for the chaos, especially when we've got a rivalry game. It just feels fitting that there's chaos, everywhere in the arena. With the Baltimore Blast and Utica City FC, we're back on our way in the second half of action. 30 minutes of soccer left, as right away Toy Tavares fires high into the netting for Utica. Excuse me, that was Manny Silva who fires high.
Silva's going to want to look past that one. That was a low percentage scoring opportunity for Utica.
Alava, poor pass back. Wilkins got to come out. It takes a deflection, and the defense not doing enough. Another split save for Wilkin. It is chaos everywhere in the Adirondack Bank Center.
That was a great save by Wilkin, but poor communication on that loose ball should have never happened that way.
Pinal held onto by Mateus Silva, and there's pretty simple whistle. Silva just had him in a bear hug from behind, both arms wrapped around the sides of Junior Pinal. You got to do what you can to stop him.
Pinal's a tank, gets body position on you. The only thing you can do is foul it. I mean, we talk about sort of good fouls and bad fouls. That was a good foul for Baltimore.
Kyle Genrick leaves it off for Mershad Amadi. Two players who scored in that comeback victory against Milwaukee, but haven't had much to look at today because of this Baltimore defense. There's a dangerous challenge, and it leads to a break. Pereira, the pass just a step in front of him. Amadi can reset.
That was a good play by Santos, breaking up the play. Otherwise, that could have been dangerous. Now you got to spring and go if you're Utica.
Numbers forward, but Welly
Too late. It
Bernus.
was too late.
One back by Amadi. Here's Shalir running forward. Off the boards, looking for Amadi on the return. Seen through by Genrick. Good change by Utica to avoid the too many men, as Howard Miller Jr. will play it back to Tavares. Here's Santos. He also scored in that Milwaukee game. Gio Alves wriggles free on the far side. Alves rolled in, blocked away by Rodriguez. Shalir tracks back, finds Wilkin.
Utica very open in the back right now. You can see Baltimore has plenty of space to attack if they can break that initial line of press. Could be dangerous for Utica.
Off the wall. First to it is Rodriguez. Comfortable into his hands. Rodriguez, excellent.
That's a better distribution from Rodriguez. Struggling in the first half, took a breather, made a good one there. Even if Utica has the ball now, that was a better play.
Belliard. Belliard again will walk forward, played for the Dominican Republic futsal national team. And he's seen away by Baltimore. Here's a break for the Blast. It's Kevon Frater.
Surprised he didn't go to the net for that one. Shook his defender, must have not liked the options there, but surprised he didn't go towards the net.
It'll find Chavez. Chavez works free, fires with the left foot. It's high and wide.
It's the second time they wriggled free from Belliard on his shift.
Pinal a step behind as he tries a roulette, tosses his man to the ground.
But you can see how deep Utica is. They can't get out of their own zone. All of that scrambled defense, they've been pinned in.
Chavez rolls it to the far post. It's touched in. It is Jonatas Mello again. If he got a touch, that's his second of the game.
Yeah, I think Mello got that one. Chavez, shot pass. Either way, towards the net. Mello there, wide open. And just a little deflection. I'm going to give it to Mello on that one. I think he touched it.
Yeah, he did just enough to deflect it in, so Chavez will pick up the assist.
What did we talk about for Utica, right? Those defensive positionings. They left Mello again open in a dangerous spot. Chavez found him, and now it's 3-1 for the Blast.
Shalier will settle down and restart for Utica, who trail by 2. Of course, a team that trailed by 5 in the fourth quarter against Milwaukee. But this Baltimore defense right now looks impenetrable.
You've only got so many rides on that magic carpet, you know? You don't want to get that far down behind, rely on a scramble like that.
Here's Mello again. 6 goals now for Mello in the last 2 games. Shot deflected away.
It was a good block, reading the danger well. That could have been dangerous for Baltimore, but a good read.
Tyson Santos looking for spur, and there's a foul called.
Utica being pinned in their half again, kind of like what we saw in the first quarter, right? Baltimore dictating the play, controlling the tempo. Utica's got to come out and either press them or sort of keep compact. They're springing leaks on their defensive coverage. That's how Baltimore's taking advantage.
Maldini Goncalves will pick things up. And the restart for Baltimore is positive as Goncalves and Frater play it to each other. Chavez, Alves, looking for Orozco, almost got away from Silla, and then the high kick from Silla. Didn't make contact with Orozco, so he got away with one there. Chavez.
Wrong pass, he should have looked right. What do I know?
Frater fires and scores. It's the roof of the net for Kevon Frater. And it's his second of the season in game number 5. As a man from Jamaica makes it 4-1.
Fraser says stuff it, Phil. Right, look how wide open the cross-field pass was we're going to see on this replay. He had his man wide open as Utica's defense is collapsing. Goes the other way, but roof job.
And that makes it a 4-1 game. Utica will call timeout in this one as UCFC reeling a little bit in the second half. Trailed 2-1 at halftime. It's now 4-1 in favor of the Blast. And on a busy New Year's Eve for the MASL, get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. You can also catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavinsky. And hey, how about this? Phil Levanko, who's to my left right now, are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games, discuss the league's hot topics. Have to say, the last one, a 36-minute masterpiece, mostly because, obviously, being in Utica, we saw the Utica victory firsthand.
If I may, the best 38 minutes of your week could be MASL Monday. I'm just admitting it for approval.
I'll allow the promotion only because you are one of the two on the show every week, so it makes sense that
we have fun.
Allow the self-promotion. A great episode of Coach Everton Moreira for Utica was on it this past week. Heard him talk about, the younger team that they've got this year and the pressure that he's putting on himself to succeed with a younger team. It's a lot of different problems that are in Utica's way. Right now, the problem is down 4-1.
Well, we asked him on the show about pressure, and he welcomed it. He said, this is a performance business. I am graded on wins and losses, so I welcome the pressure. And he put that pressure on his team, too. He said, we're a young team, but we can't make those types of excuses anymore. Now, defensive coverage has been signs of a younger team, right? Gaps in the defense, poor turnovers, springing the other way. Utica, good timeout. We saw an animated Hewerton instructing his team, resetting the mind. They got to get it back together here. You don't want it to stretch any more than it already is. It's a game of runs. An old coach taught me one time, this is a game of runs. You got to flip it the other way.
Junior Pinal stands at center field. He's been the main man all season long, but quiet today for Utica. Confirmation of that Frater goal.
Yep. Now, Pinal's going to want to win those. Those are the ones he's going to want to win. Silva got the best of him on that one.
Rodriguez was frozen for a moment because he couldn't pick up the ball and didn't have an option to play it out. Good pressure from Belliard to win it back. At least force Baltimore back a little bit more. Rodriguez. Big battle between Williams and Alava. And last touch by Baltimore. Possession goes the way of Utica City FC.
It was a great physical battle between Alava and Williams there. Alava getting the best of Williams. just give the ball back to Utica.
There's Alava. And Genrick, pressure
Good
coming.
pass.
And great work around by Utica City FC. Alava goes off the wall to himself. And one back in the midfield by Genrick. He had an excellent game last match out for Utica City, was energetic, scored a goal, his first of the season against Milwaukee.
And it was off a turnover too, right? Forced pressure, turnover, goal. That's what Utica needs right now.
Amadi rolls it off the wall, intended for Willie Spur. And now a break for Baltimore the other way. Here goes the speedy Nico Williams. Williams rolls it, saved by Wilkin.
Williams has had a heck of a game for Baltimore. Very lively in the attack.
Here's Spur again, out to Amadi. Amadi and Rodriguez again off the wall. Will pick it up and look to roll it out quickly, but it's right into the path of Toy Tavares. Again, Rodriguez struggling right now with distributions. It's been an issue for all 3 quarters.
Yeah, and Utica's got to take advantage of this, right? The ball's back. Right? They've got a matchup they like here with Shalier. Unfortunately, bad pass for the home side.
Between Frater and Tavares. One back by Alves, but he's 1-on-3 right now, has help, and it's fired just wide by Tavares.
You'd like that shot on net. That was a good opportunity after a turnover.
Shalier gets it out to Howard Miller Jr. And Baltimore, all 5 bodies back in time to stuff Howard Miller.
That repress from Baltimore, really excellent there.
Gio Alves sees it back to Tyson Santos. Santos is a player who played futsal in Brazil at a professional level, and someone that Everton Moreira is excited to have played MASL 2 last year, I should say, for Kreisnick, while awaiting clearance to play MASL 1, and now they've had him this season. He's been excellent in distributing and also scoring in a big-time moment last game against Milwaukee to tie it. Out off the wall, Nico Williams first to it.
Baltimore getting back their passing game here.
And Baltimore's a team that can really slow things down, and that makes the chances for Utica City even more important, because you're not going to get that many when pressure, it's so hard to get pressure when Baltimore can just pass it around.
Well, they're the away team, right? And they're up 3 goals, so they don't have any reason to go forward if they don't want to. The onus is on the home side, Utica, to get the ball back, pressure Baltimore, and make lives uncomfortable for Baltimore. But right now, it's too easy for Baltimore to just hold on to the ball and dictate play.
As that one off the inside of the post by Omar Silla. He's only got 1 goal this year, along with 7 assists. Almost a stunner for goal number 2 of the year, as it clips the inside post and back out.
Another great young player by the Blast, or from the Blast, I should say. He's on MASL Monday's Team of the Week last week for the 2nd straight week.
Also the Defender of the Week for the MASL after his 3-assist outing.
Yeah, but which
Milwaukee.
one's more important? Come on.
A little bit of bias here, right?
Yeah, it's the MASL Monday Awards, obviously.
As there's Pinal on the turn, and it's saved by Rodriguez off the wall.
So Utica looking like they're running out of ideas here on offense. Right? Last time's down. No real quality chances, getting stuck in the corner. Junior, hopeless ball off the wall there.
Does well to win it back on the far side. Junior Pinal wants a foul called. He'll get it. A little bit too much contact at the back end for Mateus Silva. Been a couple of times now Silva's been called for fouls. I don't have the count in front of me, but I have to be aware of that as Shalier breaks free from one. Has nowhere to go. No one in support of Barbaro Shalier trying to go forward. As Kyle Genrick battles to win it back. Shalier's on it now. Already 1 goal today, the only goal for Utica, off the foot of the 6'4" Cuban.
Now let's see if Utica can execute a half-court set here, right? Their 1 goal today was off of just a bounce, a turn, a created shot from their target. Let's see if Utica can make something happen in a half-court. Baltimore is betting that they cannot.
And right now, it's paying off for Baltimore with majority of the possession as there's a foul called. Manny Silva clipped by Juan Pereira.
Yeah, Baltimore sort of sitting back a little bit after the early dominance of possession in the first half of this quarter. Sitting back, daring Utica to break them down. Utica struggling so far.
As there's Genrich off the wall, Banal was a step behind. Just a fraction of a second late on that one.
That was a great opportunity, yeah.
Resets. Here's Amadi off the wall. Rodriguez caught it off the wall. Great save by the Queens native. And he'll go long, looking for Willie Bermuse. High kick on Alava, as foul called in the defensive half for Utica.
Utica a little lucky there. Alava was by himself with 2 Baltimore players. That ball bounces any other way. That could have been a dangerous opportunity for the Blast.
Alava looking down low to Shalir. Using the walls as support as Shalir gets double teamed. And he's taken down. Free kick upcoming for UCFC. Willie Spur will go out for a change.
Thomas has got to be careful here. He's got a lot of words for our referee. You don't want to give the ref an opportunity to sit you down in the box and give Utica a chance. You have to hold your composure if you're Baltimore. I know you're upset at the call, but you can't give him anything for free.
Here's Amadi. Cuts right, back to his left. Amadi works free, saved by Rodriguez. Rebound denied in front. Second chance for Utica. The shot on the swivel is saved by Rodriguez again, but
it was a good chance by Amadi there.
Turnover. Amadi, he stumbles down. He was ate up by the blue carpet. That's a golden opportunity. He'll get it back and try again. As there's contact on Amadi. Golden opportunity and just an unfortunate fall for Mershad Amadi.
Yeah, he did everything he wanted to do, right? Forced the turnover, had it on his left foot. Just carpet monster sort of took it. But you're giving the Blast the ball back with that foul of frustration.
Long distribution into the corner. Tavares off the wall. Good 1-2 for Chavez. And Tyson Santos clears away. Brian Wilkin collects. Looks long for Miller. Had the speed on Juan Pereira, but Rodriguez first to it, and now the breakaway. 3-on-2 for Baltimore. Chavez. Williams just wide. Rebound. Orozco first to it.
Williams thought he could sneak it short side, missed it. Had the whole far post if he wanted it. You can see him shaking his head as he's getting back on defense. He's had a great game, though. Had a great game for Baltimore, leading the way on offense.
14 appearances, 1 goal last season for Nico Williams, native of Chicago, Illinois.
Chi-Town, one of my favorite cities.
As here's Belliard. Utica still waiting for Belliard to get up and running on the score sheet this year. Off the wall. The native of Santo Domingo, just 1 assist this year. Here's Pinal. Return to Belliard.
That's a block. That's a heck of a play by Silva. Reading the play, reading the 1-2.
Wilkin wants a pass into the midfield and finally gets it through Manny Silva.
You know how I feel about blocks, right, in this game. I don't really like the stat. But that one, that was a capital B block. That was a good one.
Silva rolls it across the yellow line. Utica setting up shop with 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
It's important for Utica to get one here, right? Get the crowd back on their side late in the third. They could really use a goal here.
As there's a shot from distance, pushed away by Rodriguez. High press from Utica, won back by Amadi, but another battle and scrum forward in the midfield. Amadi works free, and he's brought down. Whistle blows, foul called.
Yep. I think there was a foul too. Possible blue, I don't know. Maybe you can give a blue there for sort of stopping that shot.
It does set up Amadi in this Utica offense in a great spot with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter.
They went right last time, tried a little quick play here.
There's a shot just high.
That was a better chance. That was unlucky. Unlucky by Utica to miss the net there.
And then the ball escapes under the foot of Manny Silva and out of play by Baltimore. That'll take us to our media timeout in the third. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 4-1 Blast. You're watching MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. The star for Baltimore right now, Nico Williams, native of Chicago. Phil, I know Chicago is a city you love.
Did you ever have a Chicago dog?
I have. I'm a big Portillo's guy whenever I'm in Chi-Town.
They're great. They're really good. I'm a mustard sauerkraut guy myself, but pickle, celery, salt, it's delicious.
Here's Willie Spur on the restart. Left for Amati, just high. And again, Utica inches away from climbing back in this game.
This is what Utica wants. They're close on these restarts, just the finishing a tad off.
Amati taken down a couple of times, still battling as there's a foul on Tyson Santos.
Silva's been a rock back there. No one's getting by him. Keeping Pinal at bay with that massive block beforehand, now a dispossession. It's been a great game from him.
And that's really been the story of the game right now for Utica is the league leader in points per game, Sergio Junior Pinal, has been almost non-existent in this one. A couple of half chances here and there off the wall, but Matea Silva and this Baltimore defense really keying in on Pinal as that man to look out for.
It's an entirely different game when you're the focal point of the offense. If you're number 2 and 3, you can kind of slip against the team's number 2 or 3 defenders, right?
Here's Amati off the wall. Shalier involved.
So now Shalier has to do his damage against those Blast defenders now that Pinal is taking Silva away.
Alava. This is Howard Miller. Assist in his Utica debut. Has been around the league off and on since 2018. Started in St. Louis. Howard Miller again. In fact, when Everton was coaching in St. Louis, that's where Howard Miller had his rookie year back in 2018.
Never been to St. Louis. More of a Chicago guy. If I had to pick Midwest cities.
That's where you've lost me because I'm a St. Louis guy through and through.
Are you a Cardinals fan?
I am a Cardinals fan. Cardinals and Blues.
No wonder you never said that.
Yeah, hasn't been the greatest couple of years in terms of that sport. But 30 seconds to go in the third quarter as Belliard touches it back to Wilkin.
One last rush here for Utica. Let's see what they can do.
Alava will play Belliard.
Pinal's pointing. He wants it in the corner. I don't think anyone saw him.
12 seconds. Got to move quickly if you're Utica. Silva has Pinal on the swivel run out wide, and Rodriguez is the first to it. So we'll head to the third quarter. The Blast add 2 more goals on in the third 15 minutes to go. It is a 3-goal lead for Baltimore, 4-1. You're watching MASL Soccer on MASL TV.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment. Whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event, enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. During that quarter break, we saw Utica City FC do a quasi-ball drop as they dropped an inflatable soccer ball from the ceiling to ring in the new year. I mean, New Year's Eve, big day in the MASL with 3 games. Phil, how are you feeling about 2025?
I mean, it's 2026 now in Utica, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Happy New Year, Arnav.
Happy New Year to you.
That's right. That's where we go. I mean, I would sing, but copyrights, legalese, you know.
All those issues.
We're here to call a game. We're here to call a game. Utica is down 4-1 to the Blast. Blast controlling majority of the ball, even though they're being outshot by Utica the last 2 quarters. I think they're comfortable on defense. Silva's had an absolute game in the back. Rock defense. Rodriguez has been good with his shot stopping for sure. Baltimore's been comfortable in their half-court set on defense. It's Utica's job. The onus is on them to make them uncomfortable.
I really like that description, Phil. It seems like Baltimore's coasting a little bit right now in terms of defense as Jamie Thomas, Maldini, Goncalves overran that center line on the restart, so Baltimore will have to restart again.
It's never a good sign for a quarter when you can't get the kickoff right.
It felt like some sort of like football play. 2 players in motion going, and they tried to do like a little long ball. They'll try it again with Maldini here, but he'll just dash over to the corner and restart. But finally, a clean kickoff. We're underway.
It's a little thing sometimes, you know?
15 minutes left to go in 2025 for Utica City FC and the Baltimore Blast. 2 teams looking to build on, I guess, a win against Milwaukee. Both teams in their last game took down the Milwaukee Wave. It was Baltimore on Saturday, then Utica on Sunday. Great move by Williams. What a save by Wilkin.
That was an excellent move by Williams, really having his way with the Utica defense this entire game. Wilkins once again steps up with a tremendous save.
I think that's 4 saves that Wilkin has on Williams alone.
Yeah.
A key piece for this offense for Baltimore. Here's a breakaway opportunity.
But again, Utica not finding the pass. Again, Penal was shouting for it at the end of the 3rd quarter. And here, I believe it was Amadi shouting for it, not getting his pass.
Shalier, back heel flick, off the wall. Amadi had the volley, just had an awkward angle for the Afghanistan native. Breakaway opportunity halted by a foul on Kevon Frater.
But Utica making Baltimore uncomfortable in the back, not set in their defense, getting an opportunity. That's what Utica's going to need if they want to get back into this game. Baltimore has a 3-goal lead. It's the 4th quarter. You don't want to be comfortable defending because you know how the momentum flips in this league.
Down in the corner for Baltimore. Juan Pereira, Mateus Silva. Turned over, Amadi will step back and reset for UCFC. Next time we have some stoppage, Phil, I've got some great news for you. Well, just interesting facts about these jerseys that Baltimore's playing in.
Sure.
If you joined us late, Baltimore didn't have their traditional jerseys. Shalier fires, saved by Rodriguez. Rebound is there as well. 3rd chance, swung on and missed by Kyle Genrick. Baltimore, without their jerseys, they're wearing the MASL 2 team's jerseys in Utica. That's United League Kreisnik FC. They have a blue home jersey and the black away kits that you're seeing now. Just got word from Anel Pejasetovic, who is the president of MASL2 United League Kreisnik FC. They have never lost in these black MASL2 jerseys. So Baltimore might be riding a little bit of good fortune from the MASL2 kits they're wearing right now.
I wonder if they sort of knew that going in and was like, obviously we'll take the black ones because they've never lost.
UCFC might be being undone by the juju of their MASL2 team, right? You give away the jerseys, help out a team that's visiting in Baltimore, but...
You know, it never pays to be nice, right? That's really the problem here. You're taking advantage of a difficult situation.
Rodriguez did just get kneed in the head. Challenge came in, I believe from Belliard, just a second behind. Good to see Rodriguez up and moving. Saw his head kind of whip around and instantly was worried about that one. We know Rodriguez has history with the head area. He was blasted in the face against Tacoma. When he was playing for UCFC, one of the 3 games he appeared in was an away match in Tacoma. And took a shot from point blank range and right to the nose in like upper head area. And I mean, made the save to be fair and give credit to Rodriguez. It was a great save. But it looked like that one hurt, and that did sting. He had to go out for a little bit, came back in, finished out the game for UCFC then.
Took one off the face this year, too. Maybe it's whatever that futsal playing style is, you might want to reconsider for sure. Let me stand up a little bit more, off the chest.
Here's Stevens. Silva.
So Pinal getting the matchup he wants, but unfortunately Utica couldn't find him. That's where you want to give the ball to Pinal when he's on a defender that he thinks he could take advantage of.
Poor distribution. Willie Spurs on the break. Has Manny Silva in support. Now Pinal. Omar Silla in defense. And Pinal gets the better of him. Off the wall, rebound cleared away by Baltimore. Good team defense.
Yeah, that was a good reaction. Hold your ground. Not be caught ball watching for sure.
Happened a couple times to Utica, losing runners in the box. Baltimore, the exact opposite defensively. We're seeing the discipline that this Baltimore team plays with. Head coach David Bascombe, native of Bermuda, as there's a shot blocked away. Willie Spur rebound, and again cleared off as Rodriguez goes diving in.
Still down.
A couple times now Rodriguez has been hit high. And they'll take a look at this one. Down low as, once again, great defense for Baltimore, clearing it away. David Bascombe, native of Bermuda, was honored with the MBE for his services to sport in Bermuda. Started coaching the Blast in 2021.
Bermuda quite a ways from Utica.
Just a little bit, right? As Tyson Santos sets up. Definitely a little bit warmer there.
Slightly.
Santos will leave it for Pinal. Silva after the back heel. Back to Santos. 10 minutes and change left for Utica to stage what would be another miraculous comeback. As Juan Pereira bursts away. Him and Manny Silva go tumbling down. It's a foul on Silva.
So that was a great job by Pereira to sort of use physicality to get down the field, maintain the ball, drew the foul, and sort of brought the game back on the other side. It's been mostly in Baltimore's defensive end, but a smart veteran play there to draw a foul and give Baltimore a chance here.
Of course, more and more we get into this game, we're going to continue to see Baltimore just possess and possess and possess.
Yeah, they have no reason, right? They're up 3. It's on Utica to get the ball from them.
As there's Mello across it, scored. Right in front, it's Williams again. His second of the game. And how about the assist for Jonatas Mello? He's wide open on the left side. And instead of passing, he'll leave it for Williams to score his second.
The 2 offensive stars for Baltimore today combined for their 5th goal. Mello selfishly lays it off to the middle of the court for Williams, who wriggled free and got a foot open to knock it home. It was a great play.
And again, it's those late runs right now that Utica is struggling to track defensively. It's what's led to this game so far at this scoreline.
It's crazy to say Williams only has 2 goals today, too. We've called his name a lot, for sure.
Opportunities have been there for 3, 4, a couple more for Williams, but now Utica stepping up the pressure. Shalier, shot from Alava goes high into the netting. Under 10 minutes to go in this one.
And Utica's finishing boots aren't on today, at least until this point. That was a pretty decent chance, obviously difficult on a bounce, but make Rodriguez make a save.
Alava, Kevon Frater toe-to-toe. This one back, Orozco, Genrick. It's the youngsters combining for Utica City FC. Orozco again.
Baltimore's back, they have numbers.
Shalier out wide. Amadi off the wall, Genrick is there, it's high. That's the opportunity for Kyle Genrick.
Didn't know he had as much time as he did, right? Thought he had to play it real quick. Sort of was left open at the top of the key there, but again, Utica's finishing just slightly off. And these are the small differences that make wins losses and losses wins. You know what I mean?
Nico Williams tied up with Tyson Santos on the back end. Here's Maldini. Mello. Ray Troche.
Getting more shifts for Baltimore.
Turnover. And here goes Cole Stevens away from danger, but he's held up by 2. He'll turn away from Mello. Stevens dragged down, foul called with 9 minutes to go.
That was close to a blue as well. I'm surprised they didn't call one there. I was really an arm tackle down, right?
Everton Moreira does have the challenge flag. He hasn't used it yet, but he is saving it for a later date. Manal across, fire, just missed wide.
And that's the kind of day Utica's having in front of the net, right? Another sort of crossbar hit. Those finishing boots, they're just not on right today.
Another look at that one on the replay as, again, Utica just a couple of inches, maybe half a foot away from being right back in this game. Amadi away as he got tripped up.
I think he tripped himself up there. And Baltimore did a great job of letting him spin himself like a top just to fall down.
A couple times that Amadi has gone down on his own accord today. Mentioned the breakaway earlier in the second half where he was tripped up as well.
Well, it's all chain reaction, right? Those couple of shots don't go in. You start to press more to get that first goal, and your brain speeds up a little bit more than it should have.
And now pressure from Baltimore to win it back up the pitch, but a shove by Kevon Frater.
Baltimore choosing their spots real well, when to press and when to pull back. A really quality away performance from the Blast.
And now Wilkin is all the way up for Utica. He's no stranger to firing shots on goal.
I think they're daring him to.
He's done it at the MASL 2 level before.
So we're seeing this a lot more with not necessarily a 6th attacker, but bringing the goaltender up to be the 6th attacker.
If you got goalies that are confident with the ball at their feet, you might as well.
Yep.
Wilkin fires off the board. It'll fall to Tavares. And now Pinol just wide again. Wilkin has to win the 50-50.
That's a good win.
And does. Miller needs help, has Wilkin. Alava, furthest man back for Utica. Now Wilkin again. Off the wall, easy for Rodriguez. He will hang on to it.
Not the bounce he wanted on that one. Sort of spun and landed safely into Rodriguez's hands.
All the way back for Wilkin to grab it and reset offensively for Utica. And he'll step forward again. Alava will sub off. Allows Tyson Santos on the field. Silva. It is approaching desperation time for Utica. Santos, Pinal. Santos again. Net is empty. Wilkins well up the pitch right now for Utica, so be aware of that defensively. Pinal from distance. Blocked away by Baltimore.
Even though Wilkin is up, he's a left footer, so I'm not really sure how dangerous he is in that area. Maybe a facilitator where he is in that spot, maybe hitting things off of the wall. But if I was Baltimore, I wouldn't be so concerned with Wilkin. Just really stay tight defensively. Make sure all the other men are well guarded.
On the breakaway, Wilkin is back in time to reset for Utica. Under 6 minutes to go.
There's that Viking drum that we brought from 2018 over to the Adirondack Bank Center.
Pass back to Santos on the near side. 5.5 minutes left in this one. Santos again. Spur to Wilkin. Wilkin fires off the wall. And right on cue, just like you mentioned, Phil, he's not going for goal in those moments. Maybe he is, but it's off the wall.
Yeah.
And now a chance for Baltimore to break as Wilkin's hustling back.
It's Pereira again breaking the press with just one man.
And Pinal goes forward.
But not getting the line change. Huffing and puffing for sure. Baltimore not changing as much, what doesn't matter, because
Wilkin will call a timeout. That'll take us to our media timeout. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's a 4-goal lead for Baltimore. You're watching MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Start of the final 5 minutes of the fourth quarter in 2025. And if you disagree with the call tonight, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Ivanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich, every Friday on YouTube. And it just so happens I've got Phil Ivanko to my left. Phil, I mean, what have you liked about Under Review as we get into the final 5 minutes of this game? What's your favorite part about it?
I actually love sort of educating viewers about our league and our rules, which are a little bit different than the outdoor game, for sure. And it's just a whole heck of a lot of fun to sort of get angry texts from around the league that I'm wrong.
That one played out by Utica. Extra attacker is Tyson Santos for UCFC. You'll see him in the white jersey. He'll swap back with Brian Wilkin for now.
So we've talked this whole quarter about how comfortable Baltimore is on defense. Utica's only been credited with 3 shots this quarter so far. When you're down 4 goals like they are, you need more volume.
It was a great touch by Amadi away from pressure, but again, he stumbled and couldn't control.
You know, you got to make Rodriguez, force him to make a save. All these shots, which are just off, it's just not good enough.
There's a save for Wilkin the other way on Jonatas Mello. 4 goals in his last game.
Eligible for first star this game, too.
As Willie Spur controls. Tyson Santos is on as well. He's in the white jersey for Utica. Manny Silva, near side, 4 minutes to play. Need a goal a minute if you're Utica to tie this one up.
And they can come quick in this league, but you need that first one. It all starts with the first.
Tyson Santos will track it back.
but Baltimore continuing to keep their defensive structure and shape, not allowing Utica any high danger chances.
Chance in front for Amati, and again, it's a moment too high for Utica City. Pinal, great turn. He sends 2 Baltimore players sprawling the other way. Silva touches on the volley. It's cleared away.
Pinal sort of eliminates 2 men with that one play. But again, Utica, we got to make better decisions in the final third for sure.
Silva resets. 3 minutes to go. Pinal has scored or assisted in every game this year, except for this one.
And that just goes to show you how good Baltimore has been locking him down.
Shot again from distance, looking for Shalir at the back post. And again, a second behind the play.
Amati's been very unlucky to not score a goal so far this game. Very close, hit the post multiple times.
Pinal will send it in. Silva blocks it away, out of play.
A wry smile from Silva on that one. Sort of inferring what Pinal did with that shot.
2.5 to go. It is now desperation time for Utica across the face of goal. Settled back down, cleared away by Baltimore. All 4 players that could have stepped out for that ball will sit in the defensive third.
Yeah, they don't need to go anywhere. They don't need any more goals, right? Net is empty.
Chance in front and dribbling out is Rodriguez.
And those are the chances they need to put home if they have any chance.
Baltimore will maintain possession. 2 minutes to play. Alava chests it down. Under pressure now on the far side from Welly Bermuse. And he wins the foul for Baltimore.
And a great job by Bermuse drawing a foul, taking the pressure off of the defense, allowing players to change if they wanted to, and sort of getting Baltimore back in their passing game.
It is 1 minute 45 seconds. We know this Baltimore team is so good in possession, just hanging on to the ball. As there's another foul on the far side against Utica City.
And we've got a challenge flag out for what I'm not quite sure. But I'll be honest, I'm downright giddy. I get to do it live under review.
We'll take a look at what the call is for.
I mean, there's only so many options you can do in that sort of area, right? We had a tackle from Utica, so it wouldn't be, you know, for a blue card there. Might be maybe too many men, maybe a bad change. We'll sort of see if we get an announcement here.
I had my eye on Everton Herrera. That's what I was thinking as well. Everton Herrera was quite literally just staring down that Baltimore bench, trying to see if maybe he could catch the blast with one bad change to get an advantage for his team.
And this is the benefit of holding your challenge flag till 1:30 left in the game, right? You can catch Baltimore in this case, maybe a little bit sloppy on a change as we look at a replay here. 1, 2, 3. I'm waiting to see if someone's jumping off. It's that man right there who might be coming out of frame. Who I don't know if that's too many men.
Yeah, it's a moment, and honestly, it could be one of those where Everton Herrera's throwing the challenge flag to just pause the game a little bit and talk to his team about, 90 seconds left in the game, down by 4. Can you get 1? Can you get 2? Even just build on the momentum, because after this, Utica goes on the road to Baltimore for the first away game of the season for UCFC. Confirmation of exactly what we saw before. No too many men. Yes, a foul on Toy Tavares for Utica.
So more of a shrewd move from Hewerton than really to sort of get an extra timeout, take a look at something. I mean, you have that challenge flag. You don't get to carry it over to the next game. Might as well have him go, take a look at something, even if it's marginal. Get an extra timeout.
Rodriguez will go all the way down low. Wilkin has to come out. And Alava goes to ground to head it back to Wilkin, who will sub off for Tyson Santos.
Need to pick up the tempo here a little bit if you're Utica. You can't really get, I understand you want an offensive set, but you're down too many goals. You really have to quick strike.
Tyson Santos, he's got a powerful shot on him. 65 seconds to go in the game, down by 4.
Azamati in the corner and Shalis as well on his left foot.
Chance in front again. Backheel pass across, and Rodriguez, a sliding stop.
He enjoyed that one, too. He really did. And it was a great play by Rodriguez, reading the play, getting low. Utica couldn't lift it over him. It was a great stop by Rodriguez, who's had a great game for Baltimore.
And Rodriguez calls a timeout for Baltimore with 50.2 seconds left. You have to feel that Rodriguez is enjoying this one a little bit.
We've got coach banter. We've got coaches sort of going at it a little bit.
Yeah, Everton Moreira is walking over to the Baltimore bench right now.
Well, you don't see this every day. The two coaches drawing at each other, something said, must not liked. You know, a magic word here or there. It's a good job by the referees to break it up real quick. Emotions definitely high between these two rivals.
And I think part of it is it's a 4-goal game, less than a minute to go, and Julian Rodriguez calls a timeout for Baltimore.
Yeah.
You know, if that's what Everton Moreira is not happy about, and there's a case to be made, but also, you know, there was a challenge flag thrown for too many men that really had no bearing in the first place. So Coach Bascombe has something to be unhappy about. There's a little bit of, we're seeing the rivalry come to life
We're
here.
setting the stage for the season, you know what I mean? It's not like these two teams send Christmas cards to each other, that's for sure, right? So we're going to establish, I mean, these teams play each other more than really any teams in this league outside of St. Louis and Kansas City, right? So let's really get sort of the sugar and spice baked in early on in game one.
These two teams will meet 3 times in the month of January. January 4th at Baltimore, January 18th at Baltimore, and then January 19th here in Utica. So out of the next 4 matches for both of these teams, 3 of them will be against the opposing side. As on the break right away is Jamie Thomas, one back by Shalier with 43 seconds to go.
And Thomas just wants to burn time off the clock with that one. He doesn't want Utica coming down, getting the other way.
Tyson Santos. Manny Silva, well, we're not going to see the heroics from last game, but maybe just something to be happy about to close the game out on. There's a volley. Shalier is there. He scores. It's his second of the game for Barbaro Shalier. It may be too little too late, but it's some life for the Cuban striker.
It's something you can build on for the next game, especially if you're Shalier, right? 2 good goals this game, sort of open in front of the net. And a lot of Utica was having trouble with that finish, getting one on the board. Maybe not for this game, but definitely for the ones to come for sure.
Maybe it's just, you know, the feeling for Utica. You know you can score on this Baltimore low block. Now you have to carry that over into the next matchup between these two. The first away game of the season for Utica. And we know this Baltimore team plays completely different at home than they do on the road.
But for Utica, they're going to need their finishing boots in Baltimore, unlike any other arena in this league. If I was Utica, I'd be frustrated because we had our chances. We just couldn't finish. And for Baltimore, I love this away game they played, right? A textbook away game, take the crowd out of it, use your possession to kill the game, and when you have an opportunity, be clinical on the other side.
5-2, the final score for Baltimore over Utica City FC. It was the game for Nico Williams, outshining everybody in his season debut for Baltimore after 14 games and 1 goal last season. In his first appearance of this season, he's got 2 goals for the Blast. I mean, what a performance from him, stepping up in a big way for Baltimore.
And he could have had 3 or 4 in this game if it wasn't for Brian Wilkin, who was a great shot stopper for Utica in this game as well. Probably the standout performance for Utica, Wilkin and Shalier. And on the Baltimore side, Williams, as you mentioned, also Mella, but we can't forget what Silva did on defense, shutting down Penal and really playing a lockdown defense that we just don't see in this high-scoring MASL.
Yeah, something that, you know, it's not going to shine in the stat sheet for Mateus Silva, but, I mean, just excellent defensively in terms of his style of play and how he was able to take care of Utica's biggest threat in Junior Penal. As, again, just positive all throughout for Baltimore and a lot of good things to take away from today's game.
And those jerseys stay undefeated.
And that is true. The MASL2 jerseys, United Christ-Lake FC, haven't lost in those black jerseys. That streak stays alive. Reagan's down low with head coach Everton Moreira for Utica City FC.
I'm here with Coach Everton again. This ends your home opening Homestead games for the season, and you guys hit the road next week. For the season so far, what are some key things you've learned about this team?
With having some young players, we end up getting some inconsistency. The first half today, I thought we had a better defense. Unfortunately, for the second half, instead come a little bit hype up, tighten up the defense and all that stuff. We end up giving up some not easy goals. They worked for the goals. Don't get me wrong, but we have a lot of individual mistakes that has been costing us to be chasing the team all the time.
In this Sunday, you guys hit the road for your first away game. What are you guys going to do to prepare for that?
Yeah, now we're going to go back in there. We have a great opportunity to go back to their home and play a good game. We have to go back to practice, adjust things that wasn't good tonight, which is quite a few, especially for the amount of opportunities that we create. We not even shoot the ball on goal. That cannot happen. So we have to go back, adjust a couple things, and come stronger for the next game.
Coach, would you do the honor of ringing in the new year with a piece of pizza from Manja Macrina? Awesome. All right, let's see it.
Ready down low with head coach Everton Moreira speaking about a struggle for Utica City FC on New Year's Eve, but a lot to learn from in a game against Baltimore, who they will play 3 times out of the next 4 matchups for UCFC. We'll take a quick step aside on MASL TV. Phil Levanco, Arnaud Pokrel. We'll be right back after the break to break down this game and get you set for the next one in MASL action. We'll be right back on MASL TV.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment. Whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event, enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a time.
Stories to remember. Bank with Utica.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center as we put a bow on a New Year's Eve performance to remember for the Baltimore Blast. Joined by Phil Levanco, I'm Arnaud Pokrel. Phil, incredible defensive performance from the Blast, but that's nothing new. That is a standard for head coach David Bascom and his Baltimore team.
Defense wins championships, and Baltimore's defense is low-key very good. +7 on the season, which is second best. Only 27 goals allowed, and just over 5 a game. And I think we have to realize that Baltimore is built on defense and transition now. It's not your same old Baltimore Blast. They have legs, they have speed, and they can hit you on the counterattack.
On the other side for Utica, Phil, what do you think this team takes away from New Year's Eve and heads into 2026? What's the resolution for Utica to improve on in the new year?
New finishing boots, for sure. We both set it up here. They had their chances. We had a crossbar here and inside the post there. This game could have been very different if a couple of those shots went in. One more if I can sneak it in. a little bit more concentration on defense. That goal right at the end of the first half set the tone for the second half.
Well, hey, Phil Levanko of MASL Monday and Under Review fame alongside me. It's been a pleasure to have you here, Phil. Appreciate everything. For our producers, Joe Benson and Repo, and all the camera operators, and, of course, Phil Levanko to my left, I'm Arnav Pokral saying thank you for tuning in on New Year's Eve. Ring in the new year. Be safe, be good to one another, and drive safe if you're out on the roads. We'll see you in the new year. Next home game for Utica is January 11th. So long from the Adirondack Bank Center.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment, whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.